Hi everybody, today we are trying, oh, yeah. Now how in the hell am I supposed to know that? Keep wanting to do that.
A little bit more. Let's pull this flour. Yeah.
Chicken has already been washed with warm water and seasoned. And we make buttermilk fried chicken in my family. So it's buttermilk, there's eggs for the batter, which I am now preparing. And shout out to Papa Rye, who once upon a time told my mom that he didn't like buttermilk batter on his fried chicken. It was too much batter. Just so happened to have my boyfriend from law school over at the time. And my dad asked for a special batch of fried chicken, to which I said, Dad, you don't know Mama been cooking all day? And then he said, Angela, you just gonna put salt all in the womb. So, shout out to you, Daddy. Buttermilk, just for you. Mixing these eggs in here. We also season the buttermilk. I don't like getting egg yolk and the slime and touching raw chicken. I can't do it, so that's why I got these things. Also, pro tip for those of you who might be ashy like me on your hands, put a little olive oil in there. Game changer. Got a little onion powder. That was definitely the garlic powder. Got a little onion powder. Slap your mama. Shout out to the creators of Slap Your Mama. I love this. I also love Tony's. Anybody with Southern Louisiana roots knows a little something about that. Cayenne pepper. Buttermilk is done. I don't know who gets a shot of that. Can you see that? You guys see that? Okay, good. And then we dip the seasoned raw chicken in the buttermilk, and then you dip it in the flour. There's something wrong with this flour. It also needs to be seasoned. So I got my passion for cooking with, I think just from growing up in a house where like most black folks, feeding people is a love language. You know, it's like, this is a way to express your care and concern. One of the most basic needs of humanity is food. Like, you have to have food to survive. And in my family, I feel like people really, really, really express love through feeding people as a form of giving, a form of care and concern, and demonstrating that care and concern in the kitchen. So I grew up baking with my grandmother, Granny, my dad's mom, and my mother, especially around holidays. And then over time, started doing my own thing. I'm not too bad. Might not be Chef Curry with the pots, but I'm not too bad. So I'm excited about this the Ruby Red Margarita recipe today. There's a lot of things I really want to learn how to make. I really want to learn how to make Indian food. Like, there's this dish with black lentils called dal makhani that I really, really like. I would love to do that. What else? That's one that's top of mind. I want to learn how to make more vegan stuff as I fry this chicken. Because I just feel like it's a healthier lifestyle. I actually feel better eating vegan. I want to know if there's such thing as vegan comfort food. Can they do it? Do you think they can do it? I don't know if you think they can do it. So cook with anyone in the world, it would be Granny, my grandmother, who since passed. But she used to make this cake called the Texas chocolate cake, and nobody in my family can nail that recipe. And so being able to cook with her one more time and like ask her where she got some of her recipes, and just to really have that experience. So I think when I was a kid, it's just kind of something you take for granted because people are gonna be here forever. So I think I know I would do that. And then I'm gonna say Granny and Gramps actually, because Gramps used to make liver and onions, which used to smell so good, and it would trick us into eating it every time, and it would still crumble in your mouth. But I would just want to see if I could make the cake, and what he would think about that cake. I do the thermometer because I don't like raw chicken. I don't know about y'all. So I think now to check for me, but I'm pretty sure that the chicken got to be 180. Double check. Because, you know, the black in me says it needs to be 200, but I don't want it to be chicken jerky. I cook with, my other cook with, I've already cooked with her virtually during COVID, is Patty LaBelle. And we talked about having a dinner when things settled on the other side of the pandemic and getting together. Who would want to cook with Patty LaBelle? Y'all see all my Patty LaBelle cookies over there? I'm a real Patty LaBelle cookie stan. Like, I fan and stand over her cooking as much as her singing, okay? So first batch of chicken is coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. So I would, what did I make with her? Anything. Just no pork. No pork on my fork, Miss Patty. Maybe, I feel like just to do it, it should be sweet potato pie. You know what I would really want to do? I want to show her, because I've never followed a recipe exactly as it is. Like, we're notorious in our family for remixing stuff. So I've got a little remix on her sweet potato pie, and I want to see what she said. It's good though. It's still, you know, her base, but you know. First batch of chicken, y'all. There's a place that's legendary in Seattle, and I actually, don't be mad, y'all. I like their rolls and their tenders, their strips better than I like the chicken on the bone. But it's a place called Ezel's Fried Chicken in Seattle. You know, I got a shout out at Seattle place. Yeah, it's crazy because I'm so selective about my fried chicken that I don't really fool it like that. So I would say Ezel's because of the home bias, just honestly. And then here, let's see what y'all think when you taste it. Let's see what y'all think when you taste the chicken. My favorite black fact is when I visited Ghana I think that was last March with Tina Fua. We were eating jollof rice, and while I've had jollof rice before, what I never really realized is how similar a dish it is to jambalaya. And also thinking about the folks with more Spanish influence, paella. And I think what's really dope is how black people have influenced so many different cultures, and as they've integrated with other cultures, those cultures have also, you know, influenced our cooking. And so even though jollof rice is not jambalaya, it's so similar of a dish. And I love that. Like, I just thought it was so cool. There was something very spiritual and fulfilling about eating a food from the continent that felt like home. So that's my favorite black fact. Is something that immediately comes to mind. So the greatest thing about eating fried chicken here is we have all the hot sauces. All right, so we made ruby red margaritas. Shout out to Snoop and Martha for the recipe. I am very excited to try this. I love tequila. And I've never made a mixed drink like a shaker. I've stirred some stuff together. I've never done this because partially I'm clumsy, so we're gonna see what happens. But all of the ingredients, and now I'm pouring in this bowl. This was not a good idea either. Oh, I missed it. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Before I pour it in all everybody else's glass, I guess I'm the wine bibba. That's biblical, saints. The wine bibba. It's a heavy pour. Okay, let's see. We remixed this recipe a little bit, but you know. I would like to try it. I have tried it. I have tasted it and it is good. Okay, here we go. Try not to embarrass my cousin. She counting on me not to splash this in my hair. This way. I'm so scared. It's still not making that clack, 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 clack. Anyway, y'all know what it's supposed to do. It's chilled better this time. I don't think I would be a good bartender. Now you can't even hear the ice. Oh, look at that. See, Christian, you was trying to get me. This ain't pumped, Christian. This is YouTube. Yes. Ruby red grapefruit margaritas. fried chicken, yams, and macaroni and cheese. Ta-da!